Every young adult on the autism spectrum possesses a wellspring of untapped potential. Unearthing and nurturing this potential is paramount. This belief has been the driving force behind Spectrum Studios, a beacon of hope in the Tri-Cities area for almost 6 years. Spectrum Studios began as a modest endeavor, aiming to create employment opportunities for young adults on the autism spectrum. Since its inception, the journey has been nothing short of awe-inspiring. The studio has not only generated jobs, but has also become a nurturing environment where individuals on the autism spectrum can thrive. Now the mission is expanding, reaching out further to empower this exceptional community in unlocking their full potential. The aim is not only to create jobs, but to help local businesses understand the unique gifts these individuals bring to the workforce. However, Spectrum Studios aspires to be more than just a workplace. Our dream to expand our vision to include a new and powerful program, Empower Center for Growth, a sanctuary of empowerment, education, social center unlike any other, dedicated to providing young adults on the autism spectrum with the tools they need to succeed in the workforce as well as in life. The goal is to offer training programs and counseling tailored to their needs, focusing on practical skills development, experiential learning, and hands-on training. In the United States, there's a noticeable void. Young adults on the autism spectrum, once they've aged out of high school, often find themselves adrift without the support and direction they once had. This leaves them vulnerable and their families distressed. But change is on the horizon. Recent statistics reveal that approximately 1 in 33 people in the United States are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. In the United States, 80% of adults with autism are either unemployed or underemployed. These individuals often possess remarkable talents but face significant challenges in traditional educational settings, leading to a struggle to find meaningful employment or being underemployed. Empower Center for Growth believes in the extraordinary potential of these individuals. It aims to bridge this gap with vocational, social, and life skill training programs uniquely designed to meet their specific needs, all the while enriching each person's social skills and comfort. However, to turn this dream into reality, your support is crucial. Your contributions will allow the expansion of facilities, hiring of skilled instructors, and equipping the center with necessary resources. Your generosity, regardless of the size of the contribution, will bring Empower Center for Growth one step closer to opening its doors, providing hope, education, and empowerment to young adults on the autism spectrum. And you're invited to join in this journey towards a brighter future for these extraordinary individuals. Thank you for believing in the vision and for being a vital part of making Empower Center for Growth a reality. Your support will not only change lives, but it will also shape a more inclusive and understanding future for us all.
You know, for most people, the journey to becoming an independent adult is, well, a gradual path. But for a lot of neurodiverse young adults, it can feel more like hitting a brick wall. All the support systems they've relied on can suddenly just vanish, leaving this huge gap right when real life is supposed to begin. So how do you build a bridge over that gap? We're about to explore one organization's really powerful answer. So let's ask the big question. Why is this transition so incredibly difficult? It's so important to get this right. This isn't about a lack of talent or drive or intelligence, not at all. It's about a fundamental gap in how we, as a society, provide support. And this right here, this is what we call the gap. On one side, you have the structured, predictable world of school and therapy. And on the other, you have the messy, complex demands of a career, friendships, and just living on your own. And right in between is this isolating space where so much potential can get lost. So the real question is, how do you get from one side to the other? Okay, so that's the problem. Let's talk about the solution. An organization called the Empower Center for Growth has designed something that does more than just try to patch this gap. It's actually designed to build a permanent bridge. Now, the big idea behind Empower isn't just to offer a single service. It's to create a complete ecosystem. Just think about it for a second. A community center for that sense of belonging, a creative studio for learning and discovery, and a real, actual business for work experience, all happening together under one roof. That integration, that's the secret sauce. And everything inside this ecosystem, every single part of it, is built on one simple but incredibly profound foundation: a sense of belonging. Because, let's be honest, you can't really learn new skills or take on a challenging job if you don't first feel safe, accepted, and like you're truly part of a community. This comparison really says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the traditional model. It's often very clinical, transactional, based on these rigid appointments. But the Empower model on the right is designed to feel like a second home. It's all built on open access and long-term relationships that are based on trust. This isn't just a tiny tweak. It's a whole different philosophy. So how do you actually create that second home feeling? Well, it starts with open access. Members can just be there anytime, not just for a scheduled appointment. This lets them have this really natural flow between, say, working on a project, learning a new skill, or just chilling out with friends. When you combine that with a space that's sensory aware and designed for comfort, you build the kind of trust that makes real growth possible. All right, so once that foundation of belonging is rock solid, the real learning can begin. This is the part where the program provides what you could almost call the social software, the specific practical tools that are needed to navigate the complexities of adult life. And they aren't just winging it. The curriculum is built on a world-renowned, evidence-based program called the UCLA Peers Framework. And this is so key. It's not just a collection of nice tips. It's a clinically proven system for teaching the actual mechanics of social interaction. The power of the Peers Framework is all about what it teaches. It's this idea of ecologically valid skills. Now, I know that sounds super technical, but it's a simple and brilliant idea. Instead of teaching abstract rules like be polite, it teaches the specific, concrete things that socially successful people actually do to build relationships. And the toolkit they build is just incredibly practical. They learn what they call social on-ramps for smoothly joining conversations, the art of trading information to find common ground and build friendships, and even modern must-haves like how to navigate digital communication. And crucially, they also learn how to handle the tough stuff, like conflict or rejection. This all comes together in what they call the social lab, which is this continuous learning loop. First, a lesson breaks down a skill, then they rehearse it. But the magic, the real magic, is in step 3, real-time coaching. A facilitator gives gentle guidance during a pizza lunch or while they're working on a group project, not in a classroom, but in real life. Then it's all reinforced with social homework to practice that skill out in the world. So, now, with a strong community behind you and a new set of social tools in your pocket, it's time to put it all into practice in a real professional context. This is where learning turns directly into valuable experience. Welcome to Spectrum Studios, the employment engine of this whole ecosystem. And let me be perfectly clear, this is not a simulation. It is a real, fully functioning production lab. The members here aren't just trainees. They are a professional team, fulfilling actual orders for real customers. And just look at the variety of work they do here. It's seriously impressive. We're not talking about one simple, repetitive task. They're running multiple business lines, from high-tech stuff like laser engraving and apparel printing to detailed work like photo restoration and digitizing old home movies. This is real commerce, creating real value in the marketplace. And what's really exciting to me is how they're preparing members for the future. They are actively building pathways into these high-growth fields like AI, robotics, and 3D printing. The goal isn't just to find someone a job for today. It's about building the skills for a career that's going to thrive in our digital economy. So when you put all these pieces together, the community, the skills, the real-world work, you start to see a truly holistic model for building empowered futures. And guiding all of this is this incredible multidisciplinary team. You've got leaders from the creative industry, you've got retired military officers bringing operational excellence, and board-certified behavior analysts making sure the clinical approach is absolutely sound. It's that unique blend of expertise that makes this program both so compassionate and so effective. If you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this. This is the heart of the Empower model. It provides a place to belong, a place to learn, and a place to work, all in one integrated, supportive home base. And this quote from one of their peers facilitators, Buffy Putnam, just captures the spirit of it all perfectly. Our goal isn't to change who your family member is. Our goal is to give them the tools to navigate a world that isn't always built for them, so they can find the friends and careers they deserve. It's all about empowerment, not alteration. Which leaves us with a final, really important question to think about. This is one center in one community. But what could the future for neurodiverse adults actually look like if every community had a bridge like this one?